Sick.
Right. Let's try this again.
Alright, count me in.
Alright, 3, 2, 1, go.
It's just as well because my timer also stopped. Because I'm also timing this externally as well. Alright, so hi everyone, I'm Etem Part 2, Fable, blah blah blah, let's go. Yeah, rolling, it's fast. So the first thing I need to do here is get 3 gold pieces to buy chocolates for our sister for her birthday. And the way we do that is just to beat up this bully here. Also he's blocking, which like almost never happens. Clean, clip that. And we got a teddy bear from that, which he stole from a little girl, so we're going to give the teddy bear back to the little girl, which gives us a good deed, which means we can buy some chocolates. And then the last thing we're going to do is an evil deed, which we'll be witnessing adultery and then taking a bribe for it. That's not a joke, that's genuinely what we do, it's fast. So just head around here. There's this guy canoodling with a girl he shouldn't be. Take the bribe, and this means that guards will be chasing us, which if they catch us it loses a couple of seconds because it lecture us on the reasons not to do that. Talk to this guy with a fabulous moustache. And if they sort of get towards, like close to you, they'll start chasing you, and if they're too close they'll sometimes, oh yeah, you can see that guy start running. So here's our sister here. It's her birthday, and no birthday is present without party. But unfortunately things got a little bit wrong at the party, as you'll see right now. There was a freak accident with the candles or something. No, it's not actually what happened. There's actually just like bandits raided the village, blah 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 story. And our dad's dead now, so we're going to move on to the next part, which is going to be guild training. And we've got Maze here, who is definitely not a traitor. He's definitely not going to betray us. About 1 hour and 6 minutes into the run. Also got the guild master, he's annoying. Got the whisper, who's the most annoying, so we're going to punch her. As well as being good stress relief, that also is set up for a trick that saves us about a minute later. So as well as being fun, it's also fast. And don't you love fun and fast in one place together? We've got Guildmaster here. We're going to be up this stummy 7 times with punching, and then we're going to use a stick. So luckily this is like one of the few instances where we actually have to use a stick. We don't have to use it for the whole run like I did a few days ago. That was a lot of stress having to beat the game using only a stick, but I digress. So up here we just need to go up and kill some beetles, which sounds really easy, it's just hitting 10 things, but the beetles like to jump up and fly up and mess up the targeting system, so it's not as easy as it looks, so we'll see how we get on. Right, that was pretty good.
Bien joué. Les scarabées sont tous morts. Vous pouvez sortir des bois.
The guildmaster tells us that the beetles are all dead, and that's a clear lie because Paul McCartney and Ringo Starr are still alive. I'm sorry, I had to make that joke. Also, I forgot to actually mention, we're running the game in French. That's because we did some testing, we found out that it saves 34 seconds in the prison part of the game, just because the actual voice acting is faster. So if you want to save 34 seconds, just play it in French. So I need to just hit Whisper 7 times here. The only real thing is just making sure you move forward every few hits to make sure that our positioning's right and you don't whiff a hit. And also I am reading chat, yeah. Good thing I don't see you. And then we just need to hit Whisper a few times. So she can go a few ways, we'll see if we get the good way. Got the perfect way, which is that she gets hit 3 times, jumps, and then we hit her in the back 4 times.
Retrouvez-moi ensuite au cimetière pour poursuivre. Continuons l'entraînement.
So now we need to hit these 3 dummies, and then the guildmaster's going to be like, great, see how many you can hit in a minute. But instead we're going to hit a different dummy that's right here. And that's where us hitting Whisper came into effect before. So basically if you hit 4 things in the guild, he scolds you and says, hey, you shouldn't do that. But then he just lets you skip it. So that's a minute saved. And then we'll be doing the same thing here. So just that once and then hit the guildmaster. I can actually hit him.
Les mesures seront prises. Dernier avertissement. Mais que croyez-vous faire? Très bien. Le garçon assis.
Cool. And now we are off to become a real hero. So we just need to basically repeat what we've done here 7 times with Maze, who's still definitely not a traitor. We definitely won't be fighting him later.
Attaquez-moi.
So this is just all about positioning on where he spawns, because he can teleport, well, he teleports around the map and you just have to figure out where he's going.
I've suddenly intruded the run, and he has just completed the maze training, is now on his way out of the guild and getting his first upgrade, which will be Assassin's Rush.
Oh god, it's Big Law. Who invited him? Who invited this guy?
I invited myself.
Oh dear. Yeah, how's it going, man?
It's going good. I wouldn't want to miss this. This is the good stuff.
So yeah, as Big Law very rightly points out, we'll be finishing the guild and getting our first upgrade, Assassin's Rush. So, go there, get that. So this is Assassin's Rush here, it moves you forward. This is actually a super useful spell, you'll be seeing it all the way through the run. It moves you forward. If there's something in front of you, you'll zip behind it. And unfortunately, the downside is that if there's something behind you, you'll zip behind it as long as it's within target. Which, if there's a fast enemy on your back, it can be pretty painful. Also, why did I just use a potion there? I should not have done that.
It's fine. I get a freebie potion. It's fine.
I need the freebie potion. So this is our first quest, just Wasp Queen. Oh hey, here's the potion. I just need another one for the route. So here's the Wasp Queen, we're just gonna hit her once and then she'll summon some more wasps.
Yeah, you need to have one fully charged bow shot and then hit her, I believe it's 6 times with the sword.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it's 6. I definitely came up with those numbers on the fly. Also, I got the potion I needed. It was just RNG manip.
Yep, 100%. You can get strength XP from hitting the Wasp Queen while she's dying, but not really efficient and not necessary whatsoever, so...
Also, for some reason in this version she drops an XP orb. So yeah, this next bit, I would normally be talking about how we break the economy by buying and selling stuff for a profit and get like a few thousand gold and make some cheap joke about Brexit. But we don't do that in this version. Instead we've got another thing called menu manipulation. It's going to go by very fast, so I'll explain it afterwards.
Yeah, it is very much more broken than the previous economy.
Just remember, we've got like 500 to 750 gold, and that's considered a lot for what we have at the moment. Just to give you some perspective.
We have a lot of potential with that money.
Yeah.
So what Etem is doing right now is that he's buying or he's selling his potions and he's going to try and buy them back. But then he moved the menu over from the other item, the apples, over to the potions, and he just purchased like 300 plus potions and now has 174,000 gold.
Yeah. So the too long didn't read is I have 174,000 gold, and that means I can buy expensive things like weapons. The long version is that, yeah, there's a glitch in the menuing system, which means that I can buy something that I technically don't have. Also, what am I doing? I can buy something I technically don't have enough of. So in this case, I'm selling a wedding ring, which is a high value item, and the quantity of an item, 214. So I'm technically selling 214 wedding rings.
Somehow.
And that gave me the gold I needed.
Yeah, Etem just picked up an Ages of Might potion, and what that does is it'll give you 1,000 strength XP multiplied by your current combat multiplier, which will be explained in a little bit.
Yeah. Also, don't forget the weapons. I've got in my notes,
so
get to the goddamn weapons.
Yeah, the guild shop has some master weapons for you to pick up, which are the best weapons you can get that are not super OP legendary weapons. So
I mean, these are super OP for what we have. Like, we're meant to be doing like 30 or 40 damage, instead we're doing like 200.
relatively speaking.
So normally we'd have to fish here as well. We don't need to do that like at all. It's thanks to the menu manipulation, we have enough damage that we don't need to worry, because we don't really use our bow much until like, I'd say about half an hour into the run. Well, we use it here, but that's like for 9 things, so it's easy peasy. This also is one of the areas where it's actually better to just roll everywhere rather than rush. Just because the wasps are incredibly fast. They're like one of the fastest enemies in the game. So they're gonna keep being on your back. So if you try and rush, you're just gonna end up going nowhere by rushing backwards.
Yeah, the only things that I think that are faster are the nymphs, and those are just absolutely annoying, but fortunately they are very seldom encountered during the run. So.
Yeah, I think there's maybe a chance of us encountering 1.
Well, 2, technically, during Bargate.
Oh yeah, I don't take that way.
See, this guy's smart.
Smart.
Quick maths. And yeah, it looks like Etem got pretty good RNG here with how the wasps treated him in Great Wood Lake.
Yeah, in that they didn't trigger me at all. Okay, so I need to kill these guys, and I need to... Oh, okay, I've killed that guy. I need to just barely damage one of them. Just for some combat multiplier, which is that 6 number you see in the corner, because basically when we do damage it goes up, when we get hit it goes down, and any XP you get will be multiplied by that number over there. So you want to keep it as high as you can when using stuff like the Ages of Might potion, which gives you 1,000 XP times your multiplier. So we'll be using it at about 12.
So yeah, it's just zapping some guys, shooting some guys, it's a good time.
Yeah.
And now Etem doesn't have quite enough combat multiplier, so he's just gonna shoot these guards because they did a good job, but not a good enough one. So
yeah. I've got the Pomme Verte strats.
Pomme Verte.
Allez, essaie de me toucher avec une botte. Je débrouille pas mal.
So Whisper's gonna go down very easily. So that's 300 damage, 200 damage, like 250 or something.
Absolutely struck.
Also, that was a gold.
Nice.
So that's Whisper done. So that's the idea. That gives you some idea of how much damage we're doing. Like before, we was doing 120, and now we're doing like 350, and it's only going to go up. Basically, our mindset is max out. We'll spend more time at the start of game getting stuff, and then that makes the end of the game a lot faster. And it's worked out for the most part. There's no _T, Big Law.
I know, but I tried updating it and there's no emotes. Oh, never mind, there's the emotes. What? Now it shows MT's channel. This is some...
I think it must be my FFC screwed up from the name change.
Yeah, that's probably the case.
I'll call up John Twitch and fix that.
John Twitch.
Une carte de quête
John
importante
Twitch
vous
House
attend.
Stendick.
Right, so
So
what
yeah,
I did...
now Etem is going to be going back to the guild now. He's going to get some upgrades and going to pick up the next quest, which is going to be the Trader Escort.
Yeah. No, not that kind of escort.
You know, we'd like it to be that kind of escort, but you do get to find a bordello in Darkwood, so...
Well, I guess you need to tune in for 100% runs for that.
Hey.
But yeah, so the reason I travelled all that way rather than just going back to the guild immediately is just because there's like teleport points dotted out throughout the game, and the one that was on the way is actually, we might as well just go there first and then do all the stuff here. Just saves us backtracking a little bit. Also, apparently the game still says Halo. So we've got Summon, which is one of our spells, and we need to have it kill this guy here. So we'll see if we can do that. Looks like it will be able to. Cool, so what we did there was we got Summon, which is a spell that just summons something to fight for us. And we'll be using that basically as a portable hitbox for later. So we needed something with a large hitbox, and a hob or a bandit would do, so that's why we needed our summon creature to kill a hob. Oh, excuse me. Thank you.
Yep.
suis derrière vous. Dans Darkwood, vous
There's this guy who's been bitten by a Balverine, which is just like a werewolf. He's gonna ask us to follow us, and we're mean, so we're gonna say no.
J'espère que quelqu'un.
And he's sad, but it's okay.
Yeah. He you know, like, he puts his hands together, he's like, oh, I guess I'll just go on my own.
Then we never hear from him again, so we're guessing he made it home okay to his wife and children, and definitely didn't turn into a Balverine. So you can see we're not actually really escorting them at all. Like, there's a bunch of enemies in the area, but we're not in the area long enough for them to actually do any meaningful damage to them, or we run ahead, the enemies chase us, and then the traders come running behind, so like the enemies don't have any aggro on the traders. Also, this area here, normally we're meant to wait for them to get healed up and stuff, but for some reason in this version we can just head straight through and the game doesn't seem to mind.
I always liked the previous version where you just had to kill one of the guys because he takes forever.
Yeah.
Good old Yellow Hat.
Is that one of those hackers I've been hearing about?
Hatter Man.
Oh, I also neglected to mention this thing I'm doing that makes us red and angry is Berserk. It's actually quite a complex spell, and it's also one of the most broken. We basically do a bunch of damage, we hit and roll a lot faster, and also some other stuff like not being able to die and taking more damage when you take hits. Or doing more damage when you take hits, rather, should I say. There's this troll here, he doesn't like us being in this swamp, so we're just going to make quick work of him. And to give you some perspective, that guy had 2,000 health, Whisper had 600, to give you some idea of just how powerful we are right now.
Or how weak Whisper is, I don't know. One of the two.
Bit of column A, bit of column B. Also, I am golding by 27 seconds.
Wow, that is a fairly decent split.
And that's also against my run that was 30 seconds faster than my PB I was doing earlier. So, PB pace.
No pressure, no pressure.
Oh, the stream's gone down. Can you restart the game?
I wasn't recording, no!
That's the thing, I literally wasn't earlier today.
Ah.
I was like, oh, let me just do a D-Rust just before the run starts, and my first run I get minus 30 second PB.
Yeah. So Etem is going on to the this is the hidden path, I believe.
The clifftop path. So yeah, normally, if you're a bit familiar with the game, you'd be going, hey Etem, you can't go here yet, this gate is locked. Well,
it's not.
Not with that attitude. So we just clipped through the gate there, and that's why we needed to summon before. The way it works is basically, we needed a hitbox that's large enough so that it's outside enough for us to target, us to target it and zip past it with Assassin's Rush. And also far into the gate enough that when we Assassin's Rush, we ignore the gate's hitbox. So we're in an area we're not meant to be this early. Like normally there's meant to be a bunch of bandits, we need to open chests and stuff, but no, that's necessary.
Yeah, in 100%, the very well-defined category that it is, we don't
Yep.
clip through that door because we need it to be open for quests. So.
And also if you go back to the area later on, the game just crashes. That too.
Mm-hmm.
100% is a cool
Adam's
category. Oh, gone.
So Etem's now picking up the next quest card, which is the Blind Seeress, and that's not going to spoil anything because this is a speed run. But,
That's definitely not our sister.
No, definitely not.
Definitely not.
It's
Absolutely.
actually- it's Bob's your uncle. The Seeress, that is.
No, Brom's our dad. What are you talking about?
Oh, Brahms our father. My bad.
Okay,
yeah,
so there's this gate here. This one can be a bit of a pain. Let's see how it goes. There we go. Second try is very good. That gate's
Yeah,
probably
it's
the most difficult one.
And these larger gates that are coming up are very, very easy in comparison.
You say that, I'm gonna fail them. I'll find a way.
Marathon luck, not like this.
It's not
So,
quite the
yeah.
same gate. Oh, excuse me. See? I called it. There we go.
Fine.
I had a bad
Yeah.
angle. Bad RNG. I was just RNG manipulating for later on in the run, you know?
Yeah. So Adam's picked up a couple of potions through the
Mhm.
bandit pass and stuff, like all three of the Aegis potions, which each give 1,000 experience, multiplied by the combat multiplier in their respective skills, so strength, skill, and will.
So this bit I'm actually the most afraid of. I'll take over here to explain it just real quick. So basically we've got Twin Blade here. His gimmick is that he's only really damageable on his back when he jams his swords into the ground, which is on a timer. And then I mentioned before about how Berserk increases the amount of damage you do when you take hits. You also can't die during it, so if we just tank a bunch of hits here and then do this, and he's dead. That was about 2,500 damage we did.
Yeah, that's actually strats. I didn't think of that.
Also, I was very close to dying there. Don't even
Oh
worry.
yeah. Do not panic. No picnicking at all.
Avez-vous des potions, des vivres?
People have died, by the way, after that fight. It's.
People being me. Also,
I think I've done it once or twice.
also, just as a shout out, just before I started the run, when I was going through this with fives, I got a glitch which only has ever happened to Clean Sarah once before, and no other person, which is that if you have a res file, you end up sliding across the ground. So I was just sliding across the ground at the start of the game.
Oh, that's nice.
It's probably still on the VOD somewhere.
Have to check that one out.
So we're talking to Maze, who's still not a traitor, and he's off to see his friend, the archaeologist, who's definitely not his, like, someone he's after, you know?
Yeah, they're best friends. You know,
Best
they're both-
buddies.
They both like books. They're both oldish. You know, I think.
Hey,
that
don't be
they get
ageist.
along just well. Sorry, my bad. It's kind of hard not to be whenever you're the only person who ages in this world.
Yeah, it is a bit, like, awkward when your sister's going, "What do you want, little brother?" and you're like 65 and she looks like 25. Oh yeah, there's a troll here. We don't actually need to face him at all. We can just, like, skip him. Which is just as well, because he has a whole bunch of health and he's very annoying.
Yeah, just gotta slip under his legs and just get on through. It's fine.
Slide into his DMs. Also, this clip is going to give me trouble.
Yeah, Etem's attempting to clip through the demon door and not have to do the
Emphasis
quest
on
the
attempting.
intended way.
Okay, that works. Sure, I'll take that. Let's ignore that.
Yeah, so it's kind of similar in a way as to how the doors at the bandit camp were working, but
Just a
demon
different
door
angle.
that- yeah, different angles, different hitbox and stuff, but we still get to get through all fine. It took a couple tries, but we did it.
Yeah. Who's we?
Did you not know this is a co-op run?
The mythical we.
Two-player, one controller, Fable ESA one.
Well, you just need to come to ESA then, mate.
Alright, pay for my flight.
No.
Okay, understandable.
Have a nice day.
So yeah, this is the map that you can get a nymph on.
Here we
and I
go.
think that you did. Yep. That's the nymph. With
You guys
this
see it? If you look
annoying
at her in the corner, yep, she just zoomed through the map in a second. Luckily, she's not giving me much trouble, which is just as well because I have a nickname for the nymph, which is fucking nymph.
Yep. Bless the RNG right here. Thank you. And now Etem, despite finding the village that is under attack by Balverines, is going to run away and get a trading card because apparently you're not allowed to help without your trading cards. So
This trading card does say "Help me, please" on it, but
it's like, all I got is this foil Charizard. I can't help.
I got Pikachu if that helps.
A surfing Pikachu even. So yeah, Etem's now picking up more accuracy because he's going to need that to be able to one-shot the Balverines in the next area. So
Yeah, I've also picked up Physical Shield, which is another insanely broken spell. Basically, it means that any damage I do will instead be taken out of my magic rather than my my health, and also means that I don't lose my multiplier when I take a hit.
yeah, that's a very, very important spell in the speedrun because we're going to need that combat multiplier.
We're gonna try and get it even higher.
Yeah, and Etem is looking away from the where he kills the Balverines because it was not known until recently, and by recently I mean
2 or 3 years ago.
yeah, recently in the grand scheme of things. But the Balverines spawn when you're not looking at them, so you have to be just looking.
They're pretty shy.
It's like, oh, I don't want to go down there.
They're pretty.
Yeah.
What's the word? Tsundere? I don't know. I don't know my my mangas. Also, there's a white Balverine here. Oh, I missed that shot.
Oh, whiff.
Whiffed. Yeah, normally there's a lady there that gets in the way, and I normally end up having to kill her. But yeah, hitting the Balverine there cancels the animation and saves like a few seconds. We'll see if we can pull it off
It
here.
saves like 2 seconds.
Something like that. And actually, the that strat came from me just doing it for fun afterwards, and then someone got the idea, oh hey, you should actually do it before. And he's like, oh hey, it skips it, brilliant.
Yeah, now Etem is putting on an augmentation onto his bow, the silver augmentation, which will deal
Triples the
more
damage?
to Balverines. Yeah, I think so. Triples the damage that you do to Balverines and undead. So
Not
just,
yeah, it does damage.
yeah, we just did that. We shocked him with our lightning, which is augmented, obviously not, but don't need to use the thing that you just augmented in order to scare him away.
Yeah, it's just do hits, and the reason I use lightning is just because it's the fastest thing I can do.
Yeah, you could literally use a stick and it would still work.
I know, I did using a stick yesterday, or like 2 days ago.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. And Etem is gonna aim just right there for the arrow to drop.
Yeah.
Because there is not bullet drop, but arrow drop at a certain distance. So
Yeah. Gave him the one tap, even though it takes me 3 hits to kill him.
One more hit.
10 damage, are you kidding me?
Ah,
Oh god. Excuse me, out of my way, friends. There we go.
it's fine.
This is fine.
Honestly, this is like probably the scariest part of the run for a lot of people.
For you.
It's pretty scary for you. But yeah, Etem got his combat multiplier up, popped all those potions, and gathered all that XP, and that'll be plenty for the arena.
I definitely played it safe there, but I think I might gold this. Which I was a gold before on my other run as well, so...
It's been a pretty gold-heavy run.
0.1 gold. Hell yeah. Also, my gold is 100. Because that's the emoji of choice I would use for this run.
choisissez.
Okay, so we just got a crap ton of XP that we're going to use for upgrading stuff for the arena, which is a big fighty place where we fight lots of things.
Very well put.
So we're going to get that. So we're going to go highlight Fireball, and then we're going to select Inflame 4 here, and we basically just bought a spell we're not meant to, similar to how we spent gold on stuff earlier. Or how we got gold earlier on. Also, what am I missing? That and that. So we basically got maximum inflame, which is super broken. And we've gone into the minus cutscene. So we've gone to the minus cutscene. I can't talk today. We've gone to minus XP, which means you can't spend anything until we get back into regular numbers, which is fine because we're going to be going back into more than regular numbers in this.
Yeah,
numbers like 300,000.
Yeah, we'll be getting a ludicrous amount of experience during the arena.
An incredibly silly amount.
A preposterous amount, even.
So another spell we've got here is Force Push, which just knocks stuff back, which is helpful for giving ourselves breathing room to Assassin's Rush.
Yeah, very useful for times like trying to stop Jack of Blades, that quest. And,
dude, spoilers! Capital D colon.
And in particular, the arena, so...
Yeah, the arena will come into... Or what we do in the arena will come into play in a sec here. It's also good for giving people love taps, as you'll see in a second.
Bienvenue au hall des héros.
Yeah. There was a sort of strat where you'd not give them love taps, but I invaded the love taps, so...
Invaded or invented?
Innovated.
You invaded love taps, okay.
Invading love taps.
So we've got some more augmentations. One of them we put 2 silver augmentations on our bow, and they multiply on top of each other, which means we'll be doing 9 times the damage to the White Balverines in this wave. So we've got this guy here who's our quest target, so we just need to give him, as mentioned, some love taps in the right direction, just give him some encouragement.
It doesn't hurt that much, it's fine.
Yeah. The only thing we hurt is his feelings.
And maybe the shopkeeper a little bit.
Yeah, we may have just injured them all a little bit. The pub master guy is a bit scared of us and stuff.
Yeah, he is quite spooked.
So we're just going to shove him in this corner here, and he's doesn't mind. He's having a grand old time, just having a little dance. Also, how are we looking on kill or save the Whisper?
I will take a gander at those incentives right now. Right now we are $30.10 towards killing the Whisper, and $0 towards sparing the Whisper.
Ooh. So yeah, you can see we saved a few seconds by pushing him in the direction here. So one thing I neglected to mention, Force Push, it knocks things back and does damage. The good thing is they forgot to check to see if the things you were pushing are like alive or not. So we are force pushing dead enemies and getting the damage off them right now. So you can see we're already passing our previous best for multiplier about now-ish. This is incredibly broken, and while we're in the arena for like 10 minutes, we might as well just build up XP. It's already at 30 multiplier. And you can see our XP going up as well. Like we're at 20,000 will XP.
Yeah, it's just really crazy, and you can see that Etem has on his hotbar, he has the summon spell, and he will have the summon spell on his spell wheel as well. And
yes.
He'll be utilizing that.
Also, this is the power of level 4 Inflame.
Yeah.
Oh, I pushed him out the way, never mind. Yeah, the power of level 4 Inflame. Just assume that I killed all of them in one hit.
Yeah, so having level 4 Inflame is something that's more exclusive to the Anniversary run, because we wouldn't have the XP, quote-unquote, to get it in the original Fable Lost Chapters. Thank goodness for the menu glitch for that.
Yeah.
And also, you note that Etem is going into Berserk whenever he's starting these waves and stuff, and that's because you cast spells just a little bit faster whenever you're in Berserk. So.
Also, it makes you look more menacing, which I always need in life.
Yes, you must be swollen and screaming. Bye.
Also, Whisper's here.
Yeah, Whisper, who is good for nothing except for advancing the waves just a little bit faster, so...
There's 3 Balverines, they're also dead.
They got absolutely destroyed. Also, thing to note is that Force Push will cancel the
Death animations.
Yeah, so that saves a lot of time on this wave in particular because the Balverines just take forever when dying.
Also, here's White
So
Balverine,
dramatic.
and he's dead. So that's the power of me using like silver on these, or like 2 silvers.
Yeah, so instead of doing like say 300 plus damage, you'd be doing over 3,000 damage with a typical bow shot.
God, that was really quick. Also, that alone gave me 40,000 general experience.
Yeah. So yeah, Etem's combat multiplier is now pretty high, so now he's going to be starting to spam the summon spell soon, trademark.
Oh yeah, I can inflame these guys. In practice I was just hitting them. Oh, hello. Be dead.
Guess you'd be starting that in the next wave or on the trolls.
Oh, I'll be starting it soonish. I'll do it now, I guess. You can see some has 0 cooldown. Is cheap to cast and it gives 3 XP times your multiplier, so in this case it's giving us almost 3,000.
And yeah, it gets a little crazy with how much XP you can get. And we'll need it too for both filling the deficit that we made and also just getting more spells.
All these guys should be dead now. Okay. So the bandits are unassumingly difficult just because of the amount of damage they can do. They can really spoil your day. We'll see how we get on with... Oh, hello. Oh no, you're a... Where's the last guy? Oh, hello. Downside of having a bandit on summon is that it's hard to tell which one's which. At least that's my excuse for what just happened. Oh nice, got the last guy. Yep. They are all going towards Whisper. This is quite a smooth wave so far.
Yeah, it's gone pretty much without a hitch. He hasn't dropped combat multiplier yet, which is very good. This wave in particular can be a bit dangerous due to just how much damage that the bandits can do.
For some reason though, there is a glitch in this version where sometimes you just won't lose combat multiplier most of the time. Don't know why, but I'm not complaining. Well, the only thing I can complain about is that we don't know why. So when we do get hit, it's like, oh god, no.
It's like, no! Oh, okay.
No!
And now, here is the Earth Trolls. They are the most difficult enemies known to man.
Alright, that's one of them dead.
Good work. Alright, here's the second one, and yeah.
Yeah, coming up next is the Rock Trolls, and they're a bit different in that they're the most tough enemies to kill in terms of raw damage you need to do to them.
C'est la vraie vie.
Or like the number of hits,
Cool.
rather.
Cool fun fact about the rock trolls. One of their names is Groin. So
Yeah, they've got
the,
Stanoth and Groin. So we need to just hit the groin here.
Yep. Right in the standoff. And also, you notice that Etem will be doing an assassin's rush behind the rock troll, and that is causing sort of a loop in which that the rock trolls are going to be checking behind him. It's like, what's going on?
Yeah.
And he will not be doing a ground pound, which will be kind of not beneficial. Also, nice
Yeah.
flex with the rock there.
I've been told it's... Don't even need to rush. Hell yeah.
Kind of rush that kill there, though. And yeah, once the announcer starts talking, Etem will just talk to Whisper, and they'll
Skip some dialogue. That's like a really unassuming thing that probably saves about 2 minutes or something. Absurd. Also, there's Arachnox. We need to be positioned very carefully. Oh yeah, you can see. So I did get hit there, but I didn't lose my multiplier.
Yeah, I think
Same
that's
there.
just due to, I actually don't have an explanation for that.
Neither
That's
do I.
weird.
Oh, he got instant dive, kind of. That's not really instant dive, but didn't have to charge.
Yeah, that's pretty decent. Once you hit a certain damage threshold on Arachnox, she'll go into this state where she's charging her state up. And if you just give her the right amount of damage, she can just instantly go into the ground, but like without the animation. But she didn't do the charge, so still work.
I got the weird cycle here. So I'm just to confirm that I will be killing Whisper, right? There's not been any last minute donations against
Yeah,
that.
it looks like that you will be killing Whisper.
That's fine, because in this PB I did also kill Whisper. That shows you how much I need to work on this game. Like, I just get like what was the equivalent of a 30-second PB with a 15-second time loss. Okay, so your Arachnox is down, and not down to Clown. Also, Whisper there trying to steal the hit and getting karma'd for it.
Yeah. Get a nice chunk of XP from Arachnox there with our 116 combat multiplier.
Yeah, cheeky chunk.
Alright, so now is the Whisper fight, and we just gotta wait for her to throw her grenades out before we can fully damage her.
Oh, you're playing this game, aren't you? Okay.
On était d'accord.
Okay, now back it up. Hey, yeah, if you back it up, she'll instantly throw her grenades out. So you have to let her throw some X amount of 3 grenades.
I think
rolling
it's
in.
like
She's
4 or
dead.
5. Yep, she's dead. Also, Thunder here, who's her brother, is a bit mad. I don't know why.
But
we did was kill her.
He killed Whisper. He's nothing but a skipped cutscene.
So I saved 21 seconds on that split.
That's silly.
Yeah, that's very silly. We need to stop this run. It's far too silly.
World record marathon run. Let's go.
Won't quite be world record. It'll be about a minute off maybe on this pace. So we go to see our sister here.
At the Grey House.
Yeah.
Like the White House, but a little bit more decrepit.
Well, given the current political climate, yes.
Ooh, whoa, let's not get political here.
So, who are you voting for this year? No.
Buckethead.
Okay, so we'll be just getting all the upgrades we want. We've got like a lot of XP. A vast amount. So there's some spells we can't max out just because they need us to be very good or very evil, and we're very medium right now. Also,
Very
£6 XP, what, 6,000 XP left. Damn, that's closer than I thought. Where is? So we're going to head up to Bowerstone again, to go to Bowerstone North. There is actually a way you can get into this area early, but unfortunately it's very inconsistent. As far as we can tell, it doesn't actually save much time, but it's cool as hell to do. But yeah, until then, there's no other way to get into this area, which houses the most powerful weapon in the game. If you think any other weapon is more powerful, then you are wrong, I'm sorry. This one does the most amount of damage with everything we have. Well, that bell is having a field day. So we're going to sell our trusty sword that's taken us through the game and instead buy the Solus Greatsword.
Which is the most powerful weapon in the game. And
Yeah.
it's located within a general shop for some reason.
Yeah, they just have, yeah, it's like, oh yeah, the most powerful weapon in the game, even like the plotline weapon is
Yeah. It's just inferior. I feel like the shopkeeper like pulled some like Rick Harrison, so it's like, so you got the most powerful sword in the whole country? It's like, I can do 30,000 gold.
There's not much
Well, I
demand
walked
for the
in
most
there-
powerful sword in the game, you know?
Well, I walked in there with my great-great-grandfather's sword, and I expected 5,000 gold, so I'm pretty happy.
I can't remember what his name was, otherwise I'd say this, and this is my store. You never know what's going to make its way through that door. Also, we're going to try
This is
barrier
my
clip here.
store. Yeah, barrier clip can happen. But it does not look like it, so...
Not with that, okay. Not with that attitude at all. Let's do it normally. Let's do it sensibly.
We can do it.
That's the one thing I did neglect to practice. So that's about 15 seconds down the drain, which is a bit of a shame, but given our current pace, we're still on PB. I would have made some joke about finding barrier skip or something in Wind Waker, but I'll spare you all that.
We're not Zelda on this blessed day.
We are Zelda. Dude, what if Zelda was a girl?
Whoa, that'd be weird.
Same way if, like, Metroid wasn't a robot, or if Halo wasn't a cyborg.
Hey, we just saw Halo just earlier. I love
Yeah.
that robot.
Yeah, he's a really cool cyborg. So there's actually 2 timers that go on here. The one that you see, which is 5 minutes, and then another internal one, which is about 30 seconds. And after that 30-second time, you have to kill everything. If not, you can just kill these 2 dudes. Also, this guy is out of his thing for some reason. What are you doing?
Oh, we saved the archaeologist.
We saved him, yay! Well, I guess we can teleport straight out. I don't know why that happened. You're just chilling outside of his barrier. I guess he found barrier clip.
He found barrier clip. He used his beard to create a new hitbox.
You saved me! No, actually, I saved myself, to be honest. Let's be honest here, guys. Okay, so this next bit is actually one of, if not the most RNG heavy parts of this version of the game. Like, there's another bit in other versions that's basically pure RNG, but it's not so much in this one. It's fixed RNG in that one, so...
Also known as not RNG whatsoever.
Yeah, literally 0 RNG, which is very nice.
Yeah, so we're going to Litchfield Graveyard, and here there'll be a fishing minigame, which is the most fun any Fable player can have in a speedrun.
Yeah. Yeah, we're at the graveyard. There's this guy who's definitely not up to any mischief. Like, with a pipe like that... Actually, we're going to just kill him. Killing him there actually does have a speedrun purpose in that he... if you accidentally knock him back with force push or something, he goes, "Hey, what are you doing?" And then cancels whatever you're in, like if you're in Berserk and stuff. So we just need to find the 4 pieces of this dead guy's thing. And as Big Law mentioned, one of them is fishing, which is a fun minigame.
Yeah, and also you have to deal with the spawns and the undead and stuff, which is not that great.
Yeah, the undead are annoying in that they keep spawning over you. It's not like they spawn once and then you can knock them back and get out of their way. It's that they keep spawning in front of you. So let's see how fishing goes.
Yep.
Serious time. Okay, I lied, it was easy. There we go.
Yeah, the fishing is a lot better in Anniversary than in the original Fable because the strain on the rod or the line can actually reset a lot faster than on the original version.
Yeah, there is a bug in the original in that the strain doesn't reset.
Yeah, sometimes you'll even have like cases where like you'll have very few undead spawning, which is really weird but very helpful. So
yeah,
it's all just RNG.
Yeah, you can really pull on the rod in this version.
So are you gonna go for the swag clip?
Yeah, also known as rip clip. There we go, got it.
Nice. It would not be a Fable marathon run without a swag clip.
Or at least attempting it. Also the most useless cutscene in the game there. That cutscene there is the reason we can't clip through the demon door and just be here straight away. That cutscene alone, which is super frustrating. Just as a reminder, there is a £100 bounty on finding a skip for Graveyard, and an £100 skip on Arena, bounty on Arena, and an £100 skip on Prison Skip. So, if you can find all three, you'll be the owner of £300. That might have to change to euros soon, but...
I'm the owner of £200 and I'm not very happy about it.
Oh, I see. Weight joke there.
Da 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 da.
You'll be the owner of 1 Bitcoin. No.
1 Bitcoin.
I was gonna say Bitcoin, but Big Law works.
200 Bitcoin. God. That's almost $400,000.
That is true, Clean. We do have the Prison Skip, where we skip Prison Skip. So I'm going to try another really neat clip here. It only saves a couple of seconds, but it's cool as heck.
Emphasis on the hack.
There we go, got it. So we're slightly out of bounds, which means we can just go like this out at... Boop. It's pretty cool.
Nice. Yeah, you can't go too far out of bounds because there's just like soft boundaries, I guess I'll put it, where your movement is incredibly inhibited, but you can still like sneak around, which is kind of weird, but cool.
It's because you're not meant to be there, so the only way you can get there is by being stealthy about it.
Shut up.
No, you.
Be very, very quiet. We're out of bounds.
So there's these guards here. They're like very neutral in that they're doing their job, but they're also in our way. So they're one of the few enemies that don't give you good nor evil when you kill them. Because it's like morally, it's morally a grey area. Also, we can't actually force push here much at all, just because same thing with the Gravekeeper. If we push and Mother's there, she goes, "Hey, what are you doing? You shouldn't do that." And then you come out of Berserk, and it's terrifying.
Yeah. And now we are in prison, which is the best time to sit back, relax, take a pee break like that guard right there. And yeah. Not too much is going on right here.
I guess we can talk about Prison Skip a bit.
Well, the potentials of Prison Skip.
Yeah, so this bit is like 9 minutes of doing, for lack of a better term, doing fuck all. So we wait here for a bunch, do a race, we then wait here for a whole bunch more, do another race, and then we come back the way we came in. So obviously, if there was a way to skip that, that'd be absolutely amazing. It would save 9 minutes and all of this. So yeah, there's a £100 bounty on if you can find a prison skip, and do we say £50 on a partial skip? Possibly more depending on how much a skip is. And this area here is the reason why we do French, just because this dialogue here is like, it saves 34 seconds, which is quite a substantial amount just for changing language.
Yeah, I mean, there's not really much to talk about other than just, it's prison. There's not much you can do.
Yeah, just like in real life. All you can do is punch the gates with a bunch of magic effects. This bed here doesn't have an underneath texture for some reason in this version. I'm not sure you can see. You can see a little
That's
bit.
weird.
Also, that guy looks like Mr. Potato Head.
He does.
He also has Union Jack boxes right here.
Extra thick.
That's extra medium. God, his face is so ugly.
Yeah, the only like thing that was found was an accidental, I guess I wouldn't call it a wrong warp, but like
Out of bounds.
yeah. So Two Worlds had ended up in a different area of the prison somehow. And this was on the original Xbox Fable version, so
Yeah. Unfortunately, though, it wouldn't have been useful at all because even if you was to like find a way out of the cell, like the quest cycle would still think you're on the race. So if you was to try and enter someone to go, hey, the warden's locked the door. Oh yeah, so we're doing a race, and if you don't know French, these guys are just insulting our speedrunning abilities with such phrases. Call that running, you snail. Faster, faster. Get your finger out, puss bag.
And you call that running? Oh, we already said that.
I already said that. Come on, Big Law, get with the program.
I was thinking of the Balverine turret. Okay, I'm sorry. You get called dog poop. It's not that good.
Frankazy. I was actually playing Fable 2 yesterday. I named my dog Frankazy.
That's obvious.
Next up is naming him Balvazy.
Yeah, I'll name the next one Z Little.
I'll call it Zreknaref.
Yeah, so now Etem he's just retrieving the key that he needs to get out, which is not obtainable on the first year. So he'll go back to prison and be tortured a bit. And we do use a little bit of like cool speed tech, quote unquote, in that area there by
Making a
teleporting
noise.
back to the
Yeah. Also, that guy has poems, and the poems are absolutely sublime. They are truly. If ever someone says video games aren't art, just point to those poems, and they will shut the hell up about that.
Yeah. They'll be like, wow, these poems sure are the
Yeah.
bee's knees.
But yeah, no, you do fail it every time first year. There's the only way you can get it first year is if you fail the race, which actually only loses about 10 seconds. Because this is normally known as like the P break part of the run. So if you really need that extra long P or something, you can do that, and then you'll get it first year. But it's always second year, which I'm actually thankful for. Because can you imagine having to do this just because you got bad RNG, like losing 3 minutes to RNG? Can you imagine that? Or is this guy just nodding his head along?
Yeah, the cameras they're fixed to the head of the hero, so wherever the head goes, that's where they look.
Yeah. Also, it's unfair. Everyone else gets trousers and we don't.
We didn't go over beard facts.
Oh yeah, so hashtag beard facts. I can do this while there. This beard we have here is actually the only place we can ever get in the entire game. There's like even like the promo strategy guide says, oh, you can get it somewhere else. No, you can't. This is literally the only spot. It's got like a name and stats and everything. And the worst thing is you can't even keep it because later on in the game you get an even bigger beard, which is a shame.
Some say that bigger is bearder, but I have to disagree.
Yeah, it's not about how big it is; it's how you use it. At least that's what I tell myself. Like a Beal sneaky beaky like. Also, my timer there glitched out for a little bit.
Oh, yeah, that's a bit freaky.
Okay. There's also a glitch here where you can open 2 books at once.
But that's pretty much just aesthetic, so...
Yeah. Unless you was to somehow do it for a 3rd year, in which case you'd be soft-locked.
It's like all I can do is listen to poetry. This is real torture. So yeah, in this area you can free the prisoners, and that gives you good points, but just leaving them in there doesn't affect your morality whatsoever.
Yeah. It's like the whole thing about the trains and one train or pulling the thing and saving 5 or killing 5 people or something. I can't remember how it goes exactly. But yeah, we've got our magic and weapons back here. I don't know how they exactly managed to... Excuse me. I don't know how they managed to keep our weapon magic in a chest. Like, the in-game description is just the boss made sure of that. And I don't quite know how. Which is a shame, because then we could summon clip.
Well, obviously, the boss made sure of that.
Yeah. The boss.
The boss.
It's actually a shame we never get to fight the warden. He just, like, I don't know what happens to him. I guess he's very sad about losing his key. And just, like, retreats and becomes a trader. Buying and selling keys on csgolotto.com or something, I don't know.
No. No.
No, there are no sponsors. This stream is not brought to you by anything other than the good feeling when you donate to the Trevor Project.
And speaking of, you can still donate. You can get a spicy hot marriage percent run. There has been no run so far, so this would be a world record on stream.
Yeah. I definitely didn't practice it like half an hour before this run started, having never completed one successfully before.
I've never gotten married before.
Me IRL.
But yeah, be sure to hit up the donate page and donate towards the spicy hot marriage percent run.
Yeah. I did actually manage to get it down, and it's actually really easy to do on TLC because... Oh, well, those guys died instantly. What the hell? That was quick and weird.
I'm pretty sure that the tentacles are a one-shot with the inflame.
Yeah, but they died before they flew up, because normally you have to wait for a bit. Also, our mother just like completely took that hit.
It's fine. She has Kraken laser bearing hips.
She's really cracking the code. We're gonna make calamari of this guy. This fight can be a bit fishy sometimes. Prison.
Jail.
Jail. Because that's where I'll be going up with all these puns. And we're free at last. Yay, we're free. So yeah, we're gonna be going to Barrowfields to start a quest, which is definitely not gonna end up with us fighting Maze, who's still not a traitor. But yeah, marriage percent. It's actually really easy to do an anniversary because of menu manipulation. At least in my experience, I did it like 4 times. Also, can someone time out Clean Sarah, please? Big Lord, do you mind doing the honors?
Yeah, I got that one sec.
Thank you. The world is a better place.
La porte s'ouvrira lorsque sa faim d'âme morte vivante sera assouvie.
So we just need to kill these undead here, and the fastest way to do it is in flame. That was actually not bad. How long did you time it out for? God, he hasn't said anything.
I only purged him.
I'm worried.
By fire be purged.
So we're in Hook Coast, not to be confused with Hooker Coast, which is definitely a different area. That's the After Dark version of Fable. But I actually really like the way this area looks in Anniversary. It looks very snowy and comfy and stuff. Also, dude, rip 5s. Can't believe he's really gone.
Can't believe he's freaking
Wait, did he
dead.
time out himself? Monka S.
Monka hyper.
Excuse me, what am I stuck on? There we go.
Yeah, the hitboxes in this game are extraordinarily well made.
Also, shout outs to French Mom. If Clean Sarah wasn't timed out, he would appreciate that. He
It's kind of become a joke. In the
Yeah.
community.
That sound is very questioning. It probably ruined his No Nut November.
Please, it's destroyed Dong December now, okay?
Destroy Dick December. So yeah, we're going off to open this barrier. Well, these guys are scared for some reason. I don't know why. It's definitely not Maze, who's still not a traitor. I'm actually going to see how this fight goes, because I lost like 20 seconds on it in my PB. On my fake PB.
Yeah, so this fight in particular, there is a bit of strategy that goes into it, so...
And a lot of RNG and praying.
Yeah, bless RNG in chat, please, for...
Yeah, get your bless RNGs out now for a good Maze fight. And then afterwards, get your Maze-gasms out. Okay, we'll see how this goes. So, knock him down. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, that's not how I wanted it to go, yeah. Okay, this is going to be unusual. So my Berserk should probably wear off about nowish, which is not bad. Oh, what the hell? Okay, that's bollocks. Okay, so he's gonna do his inflame stuff here for a bit.
Yeah, he has, he does 3 inflames and then his shield will drop.
Okay, let's see if I can do this. Bollocks, didn't get it.
Yeah, there's a very small frame window in which you can hit Maze after he's been knocked down. The health threshold has been hit for him to go to the lighthouse.
Yeah, not to be confused with the White House. Yeah, there is a lighthouse skip you can do here, which I did a half lighthouse skip. I did the wrong half.
Yeah, you can have him once he hits a certain health threshold, he'll teleport up to the lighthouse and then teleport back down in front of that house you can purchase, which is pretty good.
Yeah, just a shame we couldn't get it.
Now coming up is the try to stop Jack of Blades quest.
Spoiler alert, we don't actually succeed to stop Jack off Blades.
How could you tell that to me? I haven't played this game before.
I just got this game yesterday. I read it in on Neo Seeker.
I just rented it and I got the Brady Games game guide.
Yeah, I rented it at Blockbuster.
And something that you can do here in this area is that you can shock Jack of Blades when he's further away, so you don't have to roll directly up to him.
Yeah.
Close to him at least.
And we use our bow there just because it gives us a bit more of an extended targeting range. Yeah, the troll is still there. The troll will still be there for the whole game until we kill him. You don't mind? Okay.
He's just kind of hanging around.
Jack est au site de pouvoir de la grotte des Hobbs.
Also, there's a weird thing in Anniversary where the music resets every time you enter an area, so you'll get used to hearing that first, like, note a bunch. Also, Thunder's here. He's still quite mad at us. I don't know why. It's not like we killed his sister or anything, Baka.
Nah, not at all.
Nah, it's
It's
mad thing.
fine. Yeah, in Lost Chapters, if you have Big Kid glitch occur, then Thunder will be very tiny. It's very funny. And by very tiny, I mean like normal human size, but that's pretty tiny for Thunder standards, so...
Yeah. Also, we're going to demonstrate a never-before-seen strat, unless you followed my YouTube channel at youtube.com/channel/Etem or something. Just search Etem Fable and you'll find it, okay? There's a new glitch in Stop Jack of Blades. I'm not even sure. Have you seen it, Big Law?
I have not.
Okay. Well, world first. Marathon thirst.
Good strat, man. Good strat. Loved it.
It's gonna be on Fight Jack. No, it's not even the Fire Heart thing, Happy.
Il les a tous activés. Vous devez vous rendre dans la salle du destin à la guilde.
It's nothing to do with puzzles, it's
Vous recevez...
Okay, so no spoilers on what happens. So gonna kill all these dudes. Oh, excuse me, thank you. So gonna hit Jack a bunch here. And normally you have to oh whoa, he's gone places. Normally you have to use your bow here to kill him. But there's a new strat which means you don't. So I'm gonna see if I can pull it off. So I need to hit me one. Oh, ouch. Ouch.
Ouch. Owie.
My bones. Okay, that didn't work.
Fable fruit juice.
Plan B.
Yeah.
Okay, that didn't do... Ah, fuck.
I can't believe you've done this. So, I think I know what Etem was trying to do there. He's trying to...
Oh shit, I threw away the sword.
Whoops. Etem was trying to hit the tippy toes of Jack of Blades there with the Solo Straight Sword.
Yeah, I did get it earlier on in practice clean. Oops.
So I guess that means just Berserk 3.
Yeah, Berserk 3. It's alright, we can make do with this.
Choisissez vos quêtes.
I think he must have gotten knocked forward by something else. So we're going to do another new strat here. So first of all, we're going to summon Climb that demon door. So this is just like a puzzle. But if you roll or if you just block, you end up moving a lot faster than normal.
Yeah. It's a very recent finding, and we all laughed at Etem when he found it's like, wow, you can roll inside the Prophet's Chamber. That's really useful.
Also, you can punch, and then that displaces you a little bit and moves you there. I can't believe I actually pulled that off, and go be honest.
Can't believe he did it in a marathon.
Considering in practice I only got it once out of like 7 times. So we're actually doing this puzzle a lot faster than normal, so we're saving about 10 seconds here. It's alright, because on my timer I'm still +1 on my fake PB. So there's still potential. Well, either way, as long as I'm not like +30, I'll get it. And yeah, this trick actually came from me doing a really old strat for like years and being reluctant to learn the new one, and then when I learnt it, I accidentally got that in practice. I'm like, oh hey, I can make this work, and then during a run I did, and now we have that, and it saved like 9 seconds.
That's pretty decent.
Oh, I got a gold there.
Nice.
Minus 13. So off back to Hook Coast. So we're going to be doing a little bit less damage here because normally we'd get Berserk 4, and we're not because we accidentally threw away the sword, which makes us good rather than evil.
Yeah, you got a fake gold right there due to not having to purchase Berserk.
Fake news.
Sorry to ruin your dreams like that. I can't believe I've done this.
Well, these stairs are super annoying to roll up.
Yeah, people have debated whether it's faster or not to roll up the stairs. I think it still is, but...
No one's bothered to time it.
Story of Fable. No one's bothered to time it.
Because the only one who times stuff is me.
It's like, so when are you gonna do that? It's like, another time.
When Etem gets around to doing it.
So hopefully on this final summoner, Etem will get a quick kill.
No. Also, he's not got eyes. Oh, okay, they're there, but very faint. Also, there's a cutscene here that's unskippable for some reason.
Yeah, only on this version. Which is
Like,
very
there's
strange.
there's no explainable reason why it should work. Well, like, it shouldn't be skipped, but there we go.
Tel un fantôme silencieux.
Yeah,
So you lose
I think
25
after-
seconds.
Il vit des
I think
pieds
after you
enneigés,
reach Snowspire, I
jaillissant de
gotta
l'horizon.
start getting ready for
Il contemplait
GTA,
les
so
rivages de la baie perdue.
you'll be flying solo
Au-delà,
after that, but I'm pretty sure you'll be able to carry it, so...
Yeah, I was prepared to fly solo anyway.
And then I just jumped in the plane, it's like, hey!
Yeah. Hey, I'm commentating now. No, it's all good.
Vous recevez une nouvelle quête.
So what's marriage percent looking like?
Well, let's take a gander. If there's been any donations or not. Does not appear that there have been any contributions towards the marriage percent run.
What a
so
shame.
We still have time, $50 dues, to unlock the marriage percent run.
Yeah, if there's not by like, if I don't get any announcement that it's been met by like the time I fight Nostro, I'll assume it's not there.
I have the cutoff at the dragon fight, so...
Yeah. I'll just assume that it's not happening if it's the, I've not heard anything by Nostro. Unless I get told otherwise. So the Ice Troll there, just to mention, he has health thresholds and he isn't able to be killed until he like jams his thing into the ground 13 times, which is quite a lot. This will be an interesting run to race against.
Yeah.
Sub 123 height, maybe. Actually, probably not, let's be honest.
Alright, well, good luck with the Necropolis that has the totally fixed RNG, and yeah.
Catch you later, man. Have a good one. So we also get T-pose there for some reason. So we're going to Archon Shrine, which is, as Big Law mentioned, is the home of Necropolis, which in every other version of the game is pure RNG, because there's basically a bunch of graves on the that we need to dig up for some stones, and we need to, the names of the graves get shuffled around like the contents. But in this version, for some reason, the RNG is fixed, so we know exactly where to dig. So I'm going to demonstrate here. So dig here, and we're going to get a tablet. Also, all the names like of developers and stuff. So there's like, for instance, T. Timmons, who is a really cool guy. He watched my ESA run, so he's aware of Fable speedruns, which is cool. He's definitely a Nito guy. And then there's other people like George W, not to be confused with George W. Bush, and T. Fung, who did all the magic for the game. And he actually got in contact with us and gave us some interesting facts about Fable. There's Nitro here, luckily we don't need to fight them. We just go up here and fight these summoners. And they're dead. So we are doing slightly less damage because we're not having Berserk 4, but it's still okay. It's doing a good amount. So go back to Snowspire. Just right at the bottom, it's quite frustrating. Okay, out the way, friend. Well, that area in the game is like one of the bits where you can get the most amount of frame drops. Like, it'll drop down to 40, and this is on a very decent computer.
Vous recevez une nouvelle.
Also, for some reason, Jack of Blades starts talking in this next bit. Keep an eye on the hero's mouth. But for some reason, the hero's mouth starts moving, so get your theories out for that. You can see.
Nous avons une affaire à
J'en sais
régler.
plus sur les inscriptions.
So, yeah, fight against Thunder, who's incredibly easy to go down in about 10 seconds. That's one. And that's him dead.
Avez-vous l'âme de...
So go back to Archon Shrine and we're going to kill Brero. So basically we're getting like the 3 souls of 3 heroes and killing them. So we're going to do 2 evil and then 1 good side. Because we got a rocking beard right here.
Il faudra d'abord me trouver.
Des illusions, un truc de lâche. Seule l'une d'entre elles est vraie. Elle se joue de toi. Elle mérite de mourir.
So that's Brero's down. Oh, that too was a gold. Well, that was almost a gold. We're also going to do a little bit of manipulation here. So we're going to go to Litchfield Graveyard, which is technically the next point we need to get to, but not quite. Like, we need to go to somewhere else first. But we're just going to do some teleport trickery to save some time when we're fighting Nostro, who's the final soul who we helped earlier on. So we're going to make it halfway through the map so that when we recall here, we'll be at the exit rather than the entrance. So to the guild. So the alternative is fighting the Guildmaster, which is a lot of fun, but there's 2 unskippable cutscenes in this version, and also it relies on some RNG of getting hit to build up your Berserk. This one's a lot more consistent. It'll be a little bit slower just because of that, again, because of that that level 3 Berserk, which means we're doing slightly less damage. But we'll see how we get on. Almost. And somehow still save time, nice. So this is almost definitely going to be a PB by like 35 seconds, if I'm doing the maths right. Yeah, 35 seconds. So I don't know if this is the first PB of the marathon, but here we go. Ooh.
Une fois de plus,
Vous recevez une nouvelle quête.
nous avons un défi.
So at the home stretch we just need to fight Dragon Jack, who goes down incredibly easy, so it's going to take about 20 seconds. It'll be second PB, alright, cool. But yeah, it's pretty good considering until this morning I hadn't done a run in like 4 months. So Jack is either really easy or really hard depending on how quickly you kill him. We're going to kill him very quickly. Oops. Not with that attitude.
We should call it a time when it's ready, my friend.
Alright, get ready in a sec and... Oh god, this is close. Time. 1:23:17. That's a 29-second PB.
Shirk.
And that's the game done. So you can actually see the game time, which is actually incredibly accurate. So it adds on all this time we've got here. And if I press caps lock, go to stats and... Come on, you can do it. You can see 1 hour 23:43, which is adding on roughly 30 seconds. Just before I finish, first of all, thank you very much everyone for watching and donating hopefully to the Trevor project. I'm going to show off a quick glitch, which is just here. So if we Assassin's Rush here, we can get under the ground and like walk around. The geometry is a little bit screwed up. Like we can even walk up the mountains and stuff. Pretty neato. And then there's one last thing you can do, which is if I make my way up here very carefully. and target this. This is called the Michael Jackson lock, and you'll see right in a minute. So we need to get this guy to go under the bridge here, like so, and then when we Assassin's Rush, we'll be doing a nice little Michael Jackson dance move, and the game is completely locked. We can't. That's me pressing escape, caps lock, or F4, all of that as much as I can. Oh, okay, that was me alt tabbing. So yeah, that's the game done, and that's me not able to do anything with the game. And yeah, that's it. Thanks very much everyone for having me, and enjoy the rest of the marathon, I guess.
Cool. Thanks a lot, man. Appreciate it.
Yep. Catch you later.